Welcome to the 10th chapter of the ChievoStoke series with Chievo Verona. We will go through what has happened during the month of January. Things began very poorly and we fell 3-0 at Fiorentina's stadium. We had very few creation chances during all the match, and they dominated easily, and no players worked well except for the center midfield. The next match was the visit by AC Milan, and we saw how the team has improved with new tactics. Milan struggled to create any good chances, being forced to shoot from long range most of the time, and they managed finally to score at the 71st minute through Mario Balotelli and a long ball behind the defense. Their second short-range chance in the game, and the second good chance at all during the match, if we exclude the 3 or 4 free kicks that were saved or went off the target, and that were the long shots that had some value as chances. We this time also even got to get some shots against them, and at least one of the chances was quite decent, but it was missed by Alberto Paloschi. Then the Genoa match was a disappointment in that we should have been able to win this game, and indeed we were ahead since the 16th minute with 2-1. But late in the game, Genoa again exploited our offside trap with long balls behind the defense that were used by Gilardino. We created some more than against AC Milan, and once more Genoa made a lot of long range shots because we were negating them good close chances, except the 2 that they managed to get through those long balls behind the defense. So first change after that is to remove the offside trap instruction in the team instructions. But this game we featured a new tactic in counter-attacking, and this is another disappointment that is a game we should have been able to win if it weren't because we got Manuel Pamit sent off in the 17th minute. Up to that point, Lazio only had one shot from long range, a poor shot made with no real chance to go in the goal because the player didn't see any other choice. And we had created up to 7 shots, out of which 3 were close range shots which were good chances to score. Then I removed the left winger and set the left back to fill the hole left by Pamits. Lazio started to get some goals, but some shots, but not that many. The sending off of Manuel Pamits came with the penalty that was scored by Matusalem. Well, that was their second shot. From them, with 10 men against 11, Lazio started to get some more shots, and we had still some more and even one good chance to get back into the game, but it was missed. Then in the 53rd minute, Ep10 was sent off as well. Then I took off Trio to place a midfielder in that position, Luca Rigoni, and we played with the back four line, 3 midfielders, 1 right winger and 2 center midfielders and 1 striker. Then we stopped creating chances. We had still one from a free kick that went to the crossbar, I think. And then Lazio started to get chance after chance after chance, and the last 10 chances of them came when we were with 9 men. So this loss ranks somewhat because the tactic was working wonderfully and looked to be going to give us an unexpected victory in that first quarter of an hour, but then the red cards ruined the game for us. That means we are 19th and 4 points off from the 17th team. And we go into another hard month. We begin against leaders Juventus that are expected obviously to give us a battering. Then Inter, another tough game, another very good and prestigious team that should beat us easily. And 2 games later, Napoli, another strong team that should be able to defeat us easily. Only Livorno and Udinese are teams that we might have a chance to defeat. Livorno should be the only that chance should be good enough, but given the recent form and that the morale will drop, it is not a match that would be easy to get anything from. So I find myself now with one thought. I chose Chievo Verona, a team that is expected to finish 15th. That means most of the teams that we were going to face are expected to be better than us. And in fact there are teams that are way over our heads, like not only AC Milan or Inter de Milan, but also Fiorentina. And that is shown in how easily Fiorentina had 2 of their 3 goals in a situation in where their players were rightly marked, but still they managed to get away from the defenders with the ball very easily. So in fact what is happening is that we have a very poor squad. So it would have been better to use a team more from the mid-table, with some teams that are stronger and a few much stronger, to test how the tactic can be able to make the team fight against superior opposition, but also had a decent enough number of inferior teams and very weaker teams that we could beat, and so that the tactic would work against weaker opposition or similar opposition. With this team we only have similar opposition or stronger opposition and some extremely good opposition. Is not the best to test some tactics. So I thought to get a different team from maybe England, where Stoke plays, and so I will have a match against them, hoping that in the game the Stoke style of play corresponds to the real Stoke also, and so more or less have a similar kind of tactic to test myself against. And that is all for today. See you next time. Goodbye.